Hi and welcome to another pick a card reading. This one is for the full moon in Leo that takes place on February 16th. So on February 16th, we have the full moon happening in Leo. So we have the full moon energy that is abundant, that is bringing things into fruition, that is highlighting the sign of Leo. So Leo is creative, Leo is proud, Leo is loyal. So we'll see all of that sort of heightened in whatever house Leo falls into you. So for me, it falls into my 10th house, the 10th house of career reputation. So that is where I will see it. I'll try to find a chart with houses so you can see what Leo falls into your house. But here I have, and I have done it a little bit differently because recently, the last couple of months, whenever I do a pick a card reading, I'll only show you the crystals. But I have already drawn the messages for you, and the decks that I have used are Tarot Renard for general messages for the full moon, the Dark Mirror Oracle for things that you are hiding from yourself or that you need to face, and the Barberi Zodiac Oracle for any energies that are heightened or highlighted for the next moon phase, so like this full moon until the next full moon. And if I need to pull any clarifiers for the tarot, I won't be pulling them with my Tarot Renard, but with my pocket edition Wild Unknown. I got that in today. I think it's great for clarifiers since I don't have all of my tarot cards in my deck anymore because I have them for all of the messages. So if you want to know how pick a card readings work, I have a thing in my description box. So for pile number 1, I have this piece of red calcite. For pile number 1. Pile number 2, I have a piece of rose quartz. Then for pile number 3, I have a little selenite heart. And then for pile number 4, I have a piece of black tourmaline. So pick pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. Click the timestamps in the description box and we'll get started with your reading. Hi, pile number 1, you chose the red calcite. Let's put it right here. And I'm first going to take a look at the tarot cards for your message. So I have the Page of Cups in reverse. I have Temperance and I have the King of Cups. So I definitely see a lot of water energy here because Temperance, we have a balance between water and earth. We have the King of Cups being in control of their emotions. So we have a full moon in Leo that is super fiery. So here I see that maybe you have sort of lost touch with your ideals. I definitely see, because we have the Temperance card here in the middle, there needs to be a moderation, a balance between what it is that you want, what it is that you feel like your ideals are, your morals are, and what is expected of you, so your expectations. That is sort of what the overall energy here that I'm seeing. And I definitely feel like you could allow yourself to be a little bit more in touch with your feelings and with your emotions and your intuition as well. Trust your intuition a little bit more than maybe you have been doing. The Page of Cups can also indicate something unexpected, something surprising happening, but because it's in reverse, I feel like it might be something that is sort of stopping you. It is sort of blocking you. Something unexpected is coming up and that is blocking you, and maybe you are feeling super down because of it, but you don't have to be, because it will, I feel like whatever will happen, I don't know if it will happen around, like at the new moon, around the, full moon, around the full moon, or in the period after the full moon. But something unexpected is gonna come up, but it's gonna help you create more balance into your life. That is sort of what I'm seeing here. And it's very important that whenever something like that happens, you have someone in your life who is emotionally supportive, because we have the King of Cups here. This is someone who is supportive, a wise leader, someone who can, give emotional support. And maybe there's someone in your life who is needing emotional support from you as well, because again, we have Temperance, we have the balance. There needs to be an equal balance in giving and taking of emotions, of living up to your morals and your ideals, and also, in certain situations, doing what other people expect of you. But that's like not always, like in your career, in your work, maybe you have to do some things that you don't always like, but you know, sometimes that's what we need to do. So now I want to look at the deeper like shadow messages. So we have obsession, yeah, definitely obsessing over something, and we have bride in a cage. So with the obsession card, we see you being very focused on one thing. So what is it that is so important to you that you feel like you cannot let go of it? Does it have to do with your ideals? Does it have to do with something or someone who has crossed you, who has you all up in your feelings with all of these cups? With all of these cups, with all of the water in the tarot reading, something has you all up in your feelings, and it is sort of all that you can focus on. And then with bride in a cage, this is sort of procrastination, sorry. Keep thinking that tomorrow will be better and keep procrastinating certain things that you need to do, or hoping that certain things will happen, like if only this is going to happen, then it will make it better. No, you need to have emotional support for yourself as well. You need to be more supportive of yourself. That is what I see here in general. And I hope that the full moon in Leo is going to help you with that. I definitely think it's going to be super important for you to look at what house Leo falls in your birth chart. I always have like a link for these kinds of videos. I have a link to calculate your birth chart and see what your rising sign is, or your entire birth chart, so you can see where Leo falls in your house, or in what house. So now I want to look at the energies. Yeah, we have earth, so adding more earth, adding more grounding in your life, because we have a lot of cups energies here, allowing yourself a little bit to ground a little bit more, but also to fire up and to stand up for yourself and for your passions, and focus on your passions instead of focus on what you love to do, focus on what you enjoy doing, focus on what gives you pleasure instead of that unhealthy obsession that you've been having. So that is sort of what I am feeling here for you for the message for the full moon in Leo. I would love to hear from you how it resonated. Comments down below. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me for more in-depth, definitely do so through the links in the description box, through Etsy or Ko-fi. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings, tarot chats, all that stuff, because I would love to have you here. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 2, you chose the rose quartz crystal. So let's first take a look at your tarot cards. For you, I have 4 cards instead of 3 for most of the others. So I have the Magician, making use of your resources, knowing that there is a lot of action to be taken, but you won't. This is like taking inspired action. So unless you are feeling inspired, things aren't really gonna happen. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, but we have it in reverse. So sort of, I think you're doubting whether or not you are good enough to do this. But we also have the Tower and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is, you can see it as sabotage, and you can see it as sabotage by others or self-sabotage. This really gives me energy of waiting for something bad to happen. So you see, like, you see, I couldn't do this, I can't do this, or waiting for something bad to happen so you have an excuse to not take action here. Because I definitely see, we have the Magician upright, okay? So you have the resources, you have the talent to make something happen. I don't know if it's something creative because we have the full moon in Leo happening, but there is something that you've been wanting to take action on. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you're not worth it. You feel like you're not good enough. This can also indicate, by the way, for some of you who are watching, an unhealthy work-life balance. So you might be focusing too much on your career right now, or maybe not enough. But you'll know that for yourself, and that is a message for some of you. But I feel like you were waiting for something bad to happen, something surprising, but like in a destructive sort of way. Or I almost see this as being self-destructive. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, I feel like you were being self-destructive. Like, that is the energy that I see here. But it's interesting that you chose the rose quartz, because the rose quartz crystal is a crystal of love, and I also see it as a crystal of self-love. And I definitely see that you need to embrace more of that self-love. So now I want to grab some clarifiers cards. How can you embrace more of the self-love? How can you embrace more self-love? I have the High Priestess, trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe even. We have the Son of Wands, exploring your talents, exploring things that it is that you like to do. Is there, like I said, this inspired action, you need to take it, because you can't just keep waiting till things, not even till things get better, but you're almost waiting until things get so bad that you have an excuse as to not do it. But you're so encouraged to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust in the universe, take inspired action, explore your creativity even. Let's get one more card here. I have the Four of Swords. Like, you are being really passive right now. But I think that if you want to be passive, you at least need to take time to think about it and let it sort of, how do I want to say it, like breathe in your mind. You can literally see it here in this little sheep. You see here in his brain, there is a light going on, as if he's trying to work his way to a light bulb moment. And that is what I see here for you. So now let's look at what it is that you've been hiding for yourself. Parasites, something's been eating at you, something's been draining you. We have anger and change. You feel like you are restricted, but I definitely feel like for a big part, that is you doing that to yourself. So yeah, really needing to break free from any restrictions that you are sort of setting for yourself. And then with parasite, again, like I said, something is eating at you. It might be someone else who is bringing you down as well, because that is something that we can see with the parasite card. But in this case, I see you bringing yourself down. Now let's look at what energies we can expect, or like, how do I want to say this? Energies that are sort of highlighted. We have fire, passion, taking inspired action. We have Pisces, creativity, spirituality, trusting in the divine. We have Cancer, being comfortable with yourself. I think being comfortable with your talents, being comfortable with that you can do it. And this is comfortable at home too. This is what I associate with Cancer, being comfortable at home, staying at home, working from home maybe, I don't know. But also being in touch with your emotions and your feelings and allowing yourself to feel, but not in a self-pitying kind of way. So, pile number 2. This was reading for you. I don't hold back, okay? I tell you what I think that you need to hear. So if this is something that you needed to hear, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I hope it resonated. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below, Etsy or Coffee. And if you want to see more pick a card readings, tarot chats, all that kind of stuff, subscribe to this channel. I do those all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 3. You chose the Selenite heart. So I'm first going to take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Lover's card. I'm still getting used to this deck. It doesn't have any titles. We have the Lover's card, we have the Six of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Moon in reversed. Ooh, so the Lover's card can indicate a connection that you have with someone, and you are not willing to let go of it, but you're also not listening to your intuition. So it's interesting that we have the Selenite heart here, because this could definitely indicate a relationship, also with the Lovers here in the middle. The Six of Swords, usually upright, is about decisive change, making a change, and deciding that you want to make that change. But having it be in reverse, it feels like you are not ready to make that change. You are very much deciding to not make a change and to stay instead of moving on and move forward. But I also, with the Moon card in reverse, it tells me that there are things maybe about this person that you don't know yet. So that is really interesting. So there's this connection going on, and I want to pull a clarifier card on this. Is like the connection, right? Because we have commitment, we have lovers. You are very committed to something. I don't know if it is a partner, relationship, or something. I want to know the energy of the connection. So I instantly got the Son of Wands, which is interesting because I got that as a clarifier for the last one as well. Exploration is what I see. The Tower, destructive. Yeah, destructive energy. We have the Five of Pentacles, struggling. We have the Son of Cups. It definitely looks like someone who is very charming and maybe someone who has a way with words to make you feel a certain way. And then we also have the Eight of Wands, movement. You're definitely encouraged to move forward and to move on, because this energy here, you don't want that. You don't want that. So let's look at the message here from the Dark Mirror Oracle. So that is like shadow messages, things that you are hiding from yourself. We have envious gluttony. So almost like not wanting to let go because you're jealous if they move on. And it doesn't have to, I don't think this is a relationship for everybody. This might be your career path, trying to hold on, but it's not working. It's destructive and it looks great. Maybe it pays well, but is it worth you not feeling great and you trying to hold on to something that is no longer working for you because you don't want anybody else seeing getting the job, you don't want anybody else seeing getting with them, if that makes sense, if it is for a relationship. Is this me? You don't even recognize yourself anymore, even either in this relationship, in your career, you don't feel like you can totally be yourself. You don't recognize yourself anymore. And then we have fated to suffer. Guys, get out of there. I don't know if it is a relationship or a career or anything, but this really almost makes me worried for you. I don't know you, but these readings always make me care about the people that I read for. I just do. And fated to suffer here, it almost feels like I can't get anything that's better, so I might as well stay. And that is the energy that I get here, especially with fated to suffer. You're like, I can't get anything better, so I might as well stay here because it is what I know. Okay, let's look at the planetary zodiac energies that we are dealing with here that are heightened. Taurus, being in your comfort place, like even though you don't feel great, this is where you are comfortable with. Capricorn, so definitely for some of you, this might be a career you feel limited, restricted, like you cannot go anywhere. But I want to know, like, again, clarify your cards. I don't see you getting out yet. This full moon until the next full moon. Not because you can't, but because you won't, because you're too stubborn to get out. So let's see, what is out there? What is out there once you do move on? I have the Nine of Cups, contentment, emotional contentment, justice, equality. Oh, I love this card so much. More justice, like you getting what you deserve. Two of Wands, options. There's options for you out there. There are decisions to be made. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. You don't really know what is out there, but there are options. There are so many possibilities. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I also have Father of Swords here, like a boss. Like a boss might be sort of trying to stop you or something, or someone who has an authority over you, who's trying to stop you and trying to make you think that this is what it feels like to move on, to go away, to move forward. But that is not actually what is there, because underneath we have the Nine of Cups of contentment, of satisfaction, the Justice card of getting what you deserve, and the Two of Wands of possibilities. So I really hope that this reading helped you. It was definitely sort of hard-hitting. Like, I don't hold back in my readings. But if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me to maybe go even deeper in all of this, definitely do so. Book one through the links in the description box below, through my Etsy or my coffee shop. And if you want to see more pick a card readings like these, subscribe to my channel. I do those all the time, as well as like tarot chats and deck flip throughs and stuff. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 4. I have the black Tourmaline crystal here. Let's put it right there. First, gonna look at your tarot cards. So, I got 4 for you. I have the Five of Wands in reverse. This is a conflict. It can be an inner conflict, something that is just not coming to an end. I have the, what do we have here? This is the High Priestess. I'm still getting used to this deck because it has no titles. This is the High Priestess, but it's in reverse. So you not listening to higher knowledge, not listening to your higher self, not realizing that there is a higher self that you can listen to maybe. Then we have the Emperor, being in charge, getting in charge. We have the Justice card, getting what you deserve. Ooh, or Karma. So I don't know what this conflict is about. I will definitely grab some clarifier cards in a bit. But there is this card here, and it has you all in a mess, okay? This conflict is just blocking you. It is making you feel like it never ends, or I don't know if it is like a little conflict like we see here in this card, as in a fight with someone, but maybe it's like inner conflict because you feel like you are not in charge of your life when there are definitely more things that you are in control of than you might think. That is the idea that I get here. And we have Karma, getting what you want. So I don't know what this conflict is, but as long as the conflict is not resolved, you don't get what you want. You need to resolve this conflict to get what you deserve. I should say, not get what you want, get what you deserve. This conflict needs to be resolved. But you are having trouble with that because I don't know what it is with the High Priestess here, saying that you don't trust your gut, you don't trust your intuition, you don't trust in divine guidance maybe, because that is how I see the High Priestess card, but that is blocked, so your intuition being blocked. So let's see. I don't know, this might be for some of you, by the way, having to make decisions, because this is about making unbiased decisions. There's a balance here between the material, the emotional, we have the spiritual, we have earth, grounding, and they are blindfolded. So having to make a decision without maybe knowing all the facts, but also making an unbiased decision about something. There might be a message in there for you. How can you resolve this conflict? Or like, what is this conflict about? No, what do I want to know? Anything that I need to know, because it's fake. What do I need to know more about this situation? I have the Son of Swords. Things are going too quickly or just not quickly enough. We have the Son of Cups. Someone is being super charming. But I don't know if we can trust them. We have the High Priestess. Now we have it in reverse. So you need to listen to your divine, your inner guidance. We have the Father of Swords, an authority figure. Is there an authority figure that we are sort of beefing with? And are they trying to be like super charming, but really they are being really bad for us? Or they are trying to misuse their power over us? We have the Eight of Wands, and I sort of drew it like this, I guess. I don't even think I put reverses in here. So I do think it's like this, being delayed, something's being delayed, and your authority figure, your boss, has something to do with it. And we have Death, closure. You need to move on, or you need to get away from this conflict. You need to get away from this authority figure, whoever it is. I definitely see it as someone being charming, but you need to get the hell out of here, because it's only slowing you down, and it's not going to help you resolve whatever conflict. I feel like this is super vague, but I feel like I also can't really get any more specific than this, because I keep pulling cards, but it's not getting any clearer. Yeah, I definitely see delays here because you want to go faster. Or is it the other way around? You keep stalling. I don't think so. Maybe some of you might be stalling because you feel like things are moving too quickly for you, and that is what the conflict is about. That might be it for some of you, but for most of you, I think it's gonna be this authority figure sort of stalling things, so you can't get closure, so you can't move on. And they have all these nice talks about whatever it is that they say that they can offer you. But I think you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your inner wisdom, because I think you know better. Okay, let's look at our shadow messages. We have Colorless Angel and the Child I Was Meant to Be. So for the Child I Was Meant to Be, I definitely get this feeling of any wounds from the past, anything from the past that you want to hang on to. That is sort of what I get here. Anything from the past, past wounds, past pain, past hurt that you are not getting over. And then with Colorless Angel, it's also sort of not facing your pain. So there is something that is hurting you, but you are not facing it, which definitely makes sense with the reading that we just had. Not facing your pain, ignoring your pain, trying to be cold and not show your emotions to other people. So now let's look at what we have for any energies that are heightened or highlighted from this full moon to the next. We have Pluto, transformation. We had a death card that we had, and that one is I don't know where it cut off, I'm sorry. Sagittarius is like my King of Wands, exploring new things, trying new things, being adventurous, being free-spirited, not caring what other people think of you because you know what is best for you. That is what I associate Sagittarius with. So, pile number 4, I really hope that this reading resonated with you and helped you in some way. I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you want to go more into depth about this or anything else, you can book tarot reading with me, personal, one-on-one, through the links in the description box below, either Etsy or Ko-fi. And I would love to work together with you. I would also love to have you here on this channel as a subscriber. So if you like pick a card readings, subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time.